Bay Area, I'm coming to San Jose February 28th, and then San Francisco March 6th through the 9th. I'm doing 5 different shows. I would love to see you there. You can get tickets at fumiabe.com. I gave her the most Fumi gift, which didn't even work out.
No.
So sometimes WeWorks have like fun events during the day. Like that day, they were like, "Hey, Valentine's next week. Why don't you write your loved one a letter and we'll send it for you? Like all postages included." So they had all these like cute postcards.
If I got a fucking letter for my Valentine from WeWork, I would be fucking furious. Me telling my girlfriends, guess what he did? He was at fucking work at WeWork, like the least sexiest place, and got a postcard at a child's crafting station. Welcome to Cash Cuties, a super personal finance podcast where we analyze our friends' credit card statements with love. I'm Steffie Baik.
And I'm Fumi Abe.
Now, if you're listening on your Apple Pod app, please leave us a review. Now hit follow on Spotify and sub to our YouTube channel for the video version of this podcast. All the links are available in the episode description below.
Shout out to our Dono Daddies. These are people who give us money on Patreon. What is Patreon? It is the best way to support this podcast. You get access to bonus episodes and behind the scenes content, and you get to support this growing operation. If you've been following us, you may have noticed that things look a little better now. Things look a little cuter now. It's all thanks to our Patreon. So get in on that shit and we'll give you a shout out on the podcast. These are people who give us money this week. Linda D, $10. Thank you so much.
And Lynn M, thank you so much with your $5.
Amazing.
Generous.
Amazing.
Oh, this week, man.
Yeah.
We get into
this week, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. I guess I skipped last week, so this
yeah,
week.
We missed you. It feels okay. That sounded like you. I don't know, but you had a good time. You had a good time on tour.
I had a good time.
Did you see that thing I sent you today?
Yes.
Okay, so your rich BFF Vivian actually had a content out today on Instagram, and it's about this app called Score.
Okay.
And it's where you need to have a good credit score to even get on this dating app. And so I had to send this to you because I was so intrigued. And while sending it to you, I was also downloading it because I needed to find, like, it's like a validation thing, first of all, that I could get into this club, right?
Yes.
And so I did it, and I signed up for it, and what it does is it gave me my credit score, first of all.
Which is?
Look at it. Read it.
That's high. 819.
Hot,
wow.
Right? I mean, the whole point, like, even when I saw this, I was like, damn, I'm sexy. So
you already turned on.
I'm turned on, which means this is why I would give Score all my money.
What do you think about the concept of this? Because so they have an Instagram channel, and I was like looking at some of their promotions and like content and stuff, and they interview girls on the street, and they're like, if you're dating somebody, what score would they have to have for their credit score? And they're like, it would have to be somewhere between 680 and 800, whatever. And they're like, why? And she was like, I'm in my 30s, like I want to be with a partner who's like sort of on my level financially wise and stuff like that. This is like a very clickbaity thing for me. I don't know if you had to choose one metric for love, I don't think credit score is it. Well,
it's funny that we actually recently just discussed this, how I asked that guy on my first date about the credit score, and then they took that and they made a fucking app about it, and now they're gonna what they're, I think, trying to sell is this company. It's run by this company called Neon Money Club, and they're a credit card brand. So what they did is the minute I signed up for it, it was like, do you also want to get a free credit card?
So it's like a side project.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to get more users.
It kind of felt like
ecosystem.
a bro, like Gen Z millennial person trying to like make some money or side thing, make it a side gig situation, but also have fun with it, I guess. And I don't feel like it's a great metric, nor do I necessarily feel like I will meet the love of my dream off this app, but I think only certain people would sign up for it, and I think it has to be someone who is a fun person, a good time. What do you think? Oh, is that the person that started it?
Okay, so to your point, when I first heard about this, I was like, okay, this is created by some like Asian guy who
I thought white. Interesting.
I thought it was an Asian guy who like couldn't get laid or something, like a nerdy guy,
Right.
But I look him up. He's like a nice looking. I think this guy's black. He went to MIT.
Maybe this will allow us to talk about money quickly on the first date, though.
Yes, I do think in that way it's useful because I think actually I actually think this app is probably not, if you're in your 20s, I don't think you should download this. Like I don't think it's for you. I think this is for people in their 30s who are dating seriously and like are looking for a life partner, because then I think the financial money makes sense. You should not be doing this when you're 22 or 23. I don't think that makes any sense.
Because you don't have credit enough.
Because I think when you're 23, you should be fucking people with low credit scores, because I think low credit score dick is better than high credit score dick.
Poor dick versus rich dick. Oh,
well,
but
we don't want to say poor and rich because credit score is different than I think. Wealth,
no, you're right, because it doesn't necessarily mean
I think low credit score. I mean, you can get kind of serious and say it's a little classist or racist or whatever it is, but I do think I think low credit score might correlate to like less responsible, more chaotic, equaling better dick. You know,
you like that type of dick better.
I think when you're younger, you should be getting low credit score dick. And then as in your 30s, no, you should be getting high credit score dick.
You don't want, is it crazy to have refined dick as your first dick?
Is it crazy to have refined dick as your first dick? Yes.
Because it sets the standards too high?
It's not even the standard. I think that maybe as a 22-year-old, like, if you're 22, like, I want you to, you know what, in investment, like investing 101, they say in your 20s, you should invest aggressively. Yeah. That's a thing. Because you have time. If you invest aggressively and your portfolio's not doing so good, you have your 30s to make up for it. So they're like, you should invest more aggressively. I'm not talking about put more money in there. I'm talking about the kind of things you're buying. You should do stocks. You should do Tesla. Yeah. You don't have to do just ETFs, right? Similar to the dick, I think when you're in your 20s, you should like explore, like you should diversify your portfolio a little bit more and go for the low score dick. And like I want you to
with high SCD score.
high SCD score. Yeah. I want you to have
get everything at the top.
Get it out of the way.
I think
I'm sure you've had low credit score dick.
You know what? I don't think I have. There's one person that potentially could have had bad score because he sold things illegally.
Right.
So in my head, I'm like, there's no way he built up a credit through that.
Sure. And was it good?
No, he was the worst person I've ever. Oh. Yeah. So, but I would say most. I actually really enjoy a very responsible dick. Like I'm that type of person.
No, but are you saying that because you're not 22 now? Have you always enjoyed responsible dick?
I think I've always, like, you wouldn't think that about me, but I know that. I know because
right.
I give off
first meeting you, irresponsible
chaos energy.
Dick.
I know.
Yes.
But it's similar how I have such a high credit score. I also find that very attractive in somebody when maybe not credit score, but just like there's something responsible about them.
Okay, can I say something controversial? I think that because
I get what you're saying. Like I get that it's more fun to be with someone that like, but that doesn't attract. Like that's not actually gonna. I will flirt the shit out with
but
them.
Everything else outside the dick might not be attractive to you.
I just think that dick would have been a lot of places that I don't like. If you're taking risks,
right.
A risky dick to me is not
right.
Like
if you're taking risks with Chase Bank, then you're taking way bigger risk with your actual penis. Yeah,
for
it's too
sure.
risky. That's a very good point.
So now I'm worried about your dick.
Well, you know my dick is responsible as hell. It's always been circa 89 since I was born.
Really?
It's been responsible since I was born.
I don't know.
What do you mean? My credit score is great.
What's your credit score?
It's like 780 or something. But I told you,
barely making it onto this app. Good thing that you're already taken.
Yeah, that's true.
Good thing you got somebody you locked down.
This is interesting. I'm also attracted to responsible vajayjay as well. And
I liked when we were talking about dick for both of us.
Yeah, it got weird with the vajayjay. I'll say dick just to keep it clear. I like responsible dick as well, but I think because here's the thing. I think you can sort of infer a lot of things about somebody who pays their bills on time, and I think people who pay their bills on time, they also like have good hygiene and like take care of themselves. Yeah, like they're healthy, and that's important to me if I'm gonna get naked with you. You know what I mean?
Naked is
naked, so bro. Nikki.
That alongs with a vajayjay.
I'm a virgin. Anyways,
God.
We wanted to start today with a little bit of
V-talk.
V-talk, baby. And V does not stand for vajayjay.
No, it stands for Valentines.
Happy Valentines, y'all. Today's the 15th, so we hope you had a good one last night. We want to talk about the finances of Valentine's Day, man. I mean, like, how much... We can start with ourselves. Like, how much is our Cash Cuties investing in Valentine's Day? How much are you guys investing in Valentine's Day? We talked about this briefly yesterday. I've been with my girlfriend for like 10 years. We don't really do Valentine's Day, and I don't spend any money on her on Valentine's Day. And you were, even the face you're making, zoom in on this face. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is,
okay.
you hate it.
Did you not get her the flowers?
Oh, I forgot. I didn't get her anything.
I knew you were going to do that. You knew how I knew? Because you never got me that present from Japan because you forgot. That's when I knew you didn't care. And you know what? Okay, this is different because she doesn't care. And she said that she doesn't. Give me the reason why she said she doesn't care, by the way, about gifts.
Why?
You told me yesterday. You said, why?
Oh, because, so for her, it's like a cop-out to be like nice to her on Valentine's Day, where like I should be bringing that energy every day, not necessarily gifting her every day, but that Valentine's energy needs to be present in the relationship more consistently, not necessarily every day if you're like, obviously we have bad days and stuff, but like she wants that consistently.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean
I feel like if you're averaging 8 consistent,
yeah,
the thing with Valentine's Day is, of course you should always be good to her, but then like it should be at like an 11 on Valentine's. So it's to me, she's kind of like, come on, you could take that extra little box of chocolate or flowers. Like there's nobody that doesn't like getting those things. No, she absolutely would have
liked. So what I did is I gave her the most Fumi gift, which didn't even work out.
Oh, no.
So I was on tour with Lana Glazer in Seattle. I was in a show in Seattle, and during the day I went to the WeWork there. Because I was like working. Ugh. And when I was leaving the WeWork, sometimes WeWorks have like fun events during the day. Like they're like, we have like free cookies or whatever. That day they were like, hey, Valentine's next week, why don't you write your loved one a letter and we'll send it for you, like all postages included. So they had all these like cute postcards. Aww. So I wrote like a little letter from her from WeWork, and then I put it in the pile, but it never arrived. It never arrived.
Maybe you know why? Because you fucking forgot.
No, I put it in the pile. No, you
forgot like everything else. And you know why? Because WeWork doesn't follow through. And also,
you're right, they're going bankrupt.
Honestly, I think that was in favor, because if I got a fucking letter for my Valentine from WeWork, I would be fucking furious. More than getting anything, me telling my girlfriends, guess what he did? He was at fucking work at WeWork, like the least sexiest place, and got a postcard at a child's crafting station. Like, no, bro. Like that, they did that. They probably did that for you in favor because they thought about it later. And like most of the people that did,
thing. Yeah.
Also,
maybe it was a trap. Maybe there was a camera and be like, look at these loser men who have no money who are sending their girlfriends.
You were essentially
letters.
On Nathan For You, or one of those shows.
Yeah.
You were getting trolled for sure, dude.
But I talked to Maria about this, and I think
you told her you did it
because it never came yesterday. So I was like, well, I wanted
because you thought that you were gonna get pussy for that or something.
No, I just wanted to tell her, like, I was like, it never came, but I got you this thing. It might come tomorrow or something.
That's the worst type of present.
Can I be honest with you?
The type that says, I'm gonna do something, or I have something for you, or I thought, the worst is, I do this to her
all the time, dude, and she hates it.
Dude, it's like, I was at the shop and I saw the most gorgeous diamond necklace, and I thought of you because it was in the letter K, just like your initial, and then it doesn't get there. No, fuck that. That's like, what is that?
It's like it's very like non-committal. You know what I'm saying? But I did actually send it, and but we talked about this, and I think for her, like her love, it's not like, of course she likes flowers and stuff, but like she doesn't. It's so interesting. She really doesn't like gifts, and she didn't get me anything either. We've never got when I was 25, our first Valentine's, we got pizza and beer, and then we hung out with my roommate.
No, see, I do this year, because this is one of the first years I was on by choice Valentine-less.
Yeah,
and
I kind of anything. Not even a date.
No, I had some people asking about it, but I didn't want. No, I literally didn't. I didn't even like hang out with my friends who wanted to have like the solo
Valentines.
But I felt like it was like also just not something I wanted to do.
Okay.
And so I thought about it. I was like, maybe I don't really need a gift. I felt kind of good on my own. And I was like, but I wanted to go eat somewhere, like get Thai food.
Okay.
But I thought it would look so sad if I went by myself. So I didn't. But I did get a pastry by myself before. Sadder. No, I know, but it's only sad for other people. Like for me, I wouldn't be sad. But it was almost like I could see that if I saw that, it would look sad. Mm-hmm. But I didn't feel bad for myself. I kind of thought it was like badass to do.
I actually think eating Thai food alone is not that sad, because I think for whatever reason, I think Asian food is exempt from any affiliation with holidays for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're eating Valentine's dinner at Thai restaurant, I don't think anybody associates that with Valentine's Day and like love and loneliness.
Right?
But if
Like-
you did get a cute cupcake and I saw you, I'd be like, oh my God, she's asking for a candle. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, that's so sad. I do think pastries are more affiliated with like love and Valentine's and stuff. So that's interesting that you thought that
That's
way.
why I went to the safest
Oh,
coffee shop I could go to.
Like in an alley somewhere.
No, it's called Three Sisters. Like
Okay.
that is the epitome of safety to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
But and it was like full of just like single women there, and the eating like pastries, and I was like, this is really
in.
yeah, pastry.
Oh, that's fucking sad, bro.
No, it's not. It was cute, and I had other girls, and I didn't talk. I was
You
just
wish
like
a man wrote you a letter from WeWork.
No, I really no. Honestly, I'm really glad I didn't see anything
no
from
one
my
wrote
work.
you a letter
no,
from
that is
WeWork?
really.
Are you sure? Okay. Okay, but let me ask you something. So in the past, let me ask you, like, financially speaking, like, what kind of shit were guys getting you? What did you expect? Because I think someone for you, where a gift is a love language, I'm thinking that Valentine's Day is like Game 7 NBA.
Remember I was telling you in college, no, actually in middle school, my first Valentine's present was a diamond necklace, a heart diamond necklace in the
From where?
From K Jewelers. Do you know K Jewelers? Like the shopping mall.
K-A-Y?
K-Y.
Every kiss begins with K. Yeah.
Oh, was he looking for a kiss? Hell no, not in middle school.
Wait a second. He gave you fucking diamond necklace and you didn't even touch him?
No,
You didn't kiss him?
I didn't
That's
touch.
so fucked.
I went out with him for I think a year and a half, and we held hands once.
That's like middle school kiss, though.
Yeah, but I did see my friends who were hoes, by the way, were
Yeah.
making out with everyone.
Who gave them something?
With their boyfriends and stuff. No, every time we would go out, I was so fucking innocent. Imagine Steffie with little glasses
Yeah.
that I never took off, and I had my hair tied up. Very, very innocent. Didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. Like, I only like was with him because his friends were dating my girlfriends, and I felt like it was the thing I was supposed to do was to have a boyfriend.
This is the boy who got you the diamond.
That gave me
thing.
the diamond. And so he asked my friend for my locker combo, and he put the present in there, and he write me poetry and shit. So that was my first Valentine present.
That's
and
where you're starting Valentine's.
That
is
was my
like
first ever
diamond
Valentine
necklace.
diamond necklace. And he,
That's a hard
after
bug
tennis, he asked me in the letter. He's like, "Can I meet you today?" And so he took the necklace and he put it around my neck. And it was a huge deal, and my girlfriends were on the side, like,
They saw
watching
it?
it. Yeah, they're watching.
How much do you think the necklace was? Even if it's from K Jewelry, I feel like if it's real diamond, I feel like it's expensive.
It's half diamond. So it was
Half
half
diamond
diamond,
what?
half silver.
Okay.
So it was
Still.
a full diamond. I mean, it has to be a couple $100. What do you think? I don't know.
Dude, that's so much money for a middle
I
schooler.
know,
They
it's
don't have that. Was he
crazy.
rich? Was his family rich?
I don't know.
So
I
you're
don't
telling
know
me,
if
like-
they were, but I come from a middle, like, it's a middle class town. Like, it's not like, and these people probably
So,
have like,
I guess what I'm wondering is, like, when you receive something like this as a middle schooler, either you or your mom, aren't they saying things like, you have to go return
I
it
didn't
like
tell
this?
my mom.
Oh, you didn't tell your mom?
No,
Why?
I was
Why?
because first of all, I thought she'd get mad. Second, it's
Oh,
embarrassing
you
to
can't talk about
receive.
boys.
Well, yeah, and also like you can't receive. Yeah, my mom was really strict. I would never talk about boys, but also, that just seemed it's like embarrassing to. You never tell your parents about just relationships generally at that
I thought
time.
girls did. Boys
No,
don't do that.
not with my mom. No, that's too intimate.
Okay.
And so, yeah, no, I didn't try to return it, but I did. Can I say something that's really bitchy? It didn't match my style.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I played tennis, I liked sports, I ran, like I didn't wear girly things, like I was anti.
Oh, it was girly.
It was
Oh, because of heart. Oh, yeah.
I was embarrassed by it.
You'd wear something like that now.
Yeah, I wore fucking tracksuits, bro. Like, you know, like yeah, like Adidas, Nike tracksuits. Okay, can you
Oh,
imagine
right,
a
right,
necklace
right,
that
right,
didn't
right.
like it? So I was embarrassed. I didn't wear it. I only like wore it once, maybe at a dance.
You know, this is interesting. I remember around Valentine's, a lot of my guy friends, it's so sweet. They would go shopping with their mom to figure out what they can get for their girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know, that was like a mom-son thing where
Yeah.
like the mom would figure out. I remember like one guy got like his girlfriend a Coach bag or something. I guess they were, but this is high school, so a little more money was involved.
But you're not a gift person, so you probably weren't thinking about those things. Like, so if you started young,
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the gifts I've given. I mean, obviously I've gotten stuff for like Maria's birthdays and stuff. Now they're like dinners. You know what? I would do like I wrote people songs when I was in high school. That was like a gift.
Okay.
You know, like
that's nice.
more...
Like, what was it about? Spit one right now a little bit. Can you remember?
I can't remember.
But was it like your hair is red? My heart isn't dead. Inside.
It was
like
your hair is red and my heart is not dead is exactly what I said, for sure. You nailed
I'm
it.
Fumi. Dance with me. Dance with me. I'm funny, Fumi.
I'm funny. Now fuck me. Don't go away. Hey, where are you going?
Dude, that's so scary.
Don't call the cops.
You know what? I'm worried about what you wrote on that WeWork card. What the fuck did you write on there? Maybe it was too
it was like stream of conscious, like, hey, I can't believe WeWork is doing this thing. Isn't that crazy? Because they're going.
You talked about the experience.
Yes, and I said, like, isn't this crazy that they can afford this even though they're going bankrupt? Ha ha ha. Like,
the workers read it and did you a favor and didn't send it, bro. Yours is the one they did not send.
You think they opened it? Right?
Yes, because you're talking about fucking WeWork. That's like the anti-sexy thing already. And now you're trying to double up on the fact it's probably, I know exactly what your card looked like, by the way. On the back, it said WeWork on the center in white. And it was green. And then the front says WeWork, exclusively Valentines, I love you, WeWork. And then you're talking more about WeWork.
I opened with bankruptcy. That's the first thing I talked about, isn't it? We work in bankrupt. Yeah, I didn't talk about. You know what? I think you're right. I think an employee there opened it and they were like, "We're not gonna send this for his sake." You're absolutely right about that.
Have you checked Reddit? They probably posted on Reddit about
like
what
making
not
fun
to
of
do.
me.
Yeah, like
damn. Yeah, I'm just not a big like Valentine spender, and I'm honestly I'm lucky because I think if I was with somebody who was a little bit more into that kind of thing, even if I could afford it, I think it would make me a little uncomfortable in a way.
Well, yeah, fine. You're not gonna date anyone with a lot of money anyways. You're with somebody. So why even fantasize?
No, sorry. What I meant is if I was dating somebody who like they were all about Valentines, I think to me that's like a red flag. If they're all about it,
it is weird.
I think it's good to like
I don't know if I would like
time,
that.
like your attitude, like, oh, I want to send some candy to my friends, have a good time. That's cool. But if you're like, what's he gonna get me for Valentine's this year? Like all this pressure, I'm like, what's going on? Like, like what? I feel like in other parts of our life we're not connecting. So if someone puts a lot of financial pressure on Valentine's Day, it is a red flag to me. I think it's okay to enjoy it, but like,
dude, you know what? I have another story of a Valentine's. This guy I literally dated for like a week in college. He blindfolded me.
Oh God, rose petals and shit?
No, he just blindfolded me and he's like, we're gonna go somewhere. Okay. So I got in his car. Yeah. We drove a fucking hour and a half. I was blindfolded.
Okay, that's so long.
It's so long.
That's no longer cute. That shit is cute for maybe 10 minutes.
No, it was weird. And then we got on a hot air balloon. That was... What? I thought that was interesting. So I had a weird experience with Valentines or people, and I think because of that, I have expectations of when I'm dating someone to get me like nice shit.
Oh man,
I know it's not my fault.
So okay, if you had a boyfriend this year who was doing well, what would you ask him for?
If he asked me to do like anything, I would want a purse.
What kind of purse?
Like a designer purse.
Go show me one on Google.
I mean, I don't know. Like maybe let's say it's
The Row. I just discovered what that was recently.
The Row,
Mary-Kate and Ashley's company.
No, that's not high end. That's like that's high end.
Pretty expensive to me. I don't know.
No. See, that's like mid high end.
Mid high end,
right?
High end is like Gucci shit.
Yeah, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. You know, like that.
You have an accent when you say Louis Vuitton.
Hermes, like Hermes is like now on the top, and then Laura Piana, like that's like even on the more crazy levels.
So you want one of those?
No, I don't expect that high yet. Depends on how long I've known this person and how wealthy they are.
Interesting. So like walk me through that logic of like if it's new, you don't want so you're saying the gift and the price has to match the experiences you guys have shared. So like if it's a new guy.
No. If it's someone really wealthy and he just has then it doesn't matter because those guys are going to buy. It's like this kid, right, who had the Tiffany's ring. Yeah. I have a feeling his family was wealthy. He had a lot of money. He didn't care. Yeah. Right. But me being from where I was, like, I couldn't just accept that. But like, right. If somebody had that type of money now and wanted to give me something, I would accept it easily. Okay. But if he was now not at that level and getting me something, I couldn't accept that.
Can I ask you a financial ratio question? Okay. I was having a conversation about this with my friend the other day about gifting women stuff. Yeah. So let me know in which of these two scenarios means more to you. Okay. You are dating somebody who is like Jeff Bezos level or whatever, very wealthy. Maybe
Okay.
not Jeff Bezos, but like pretty wealthy.
Okay.
He buys you one of these bags that you want from Prada for $50, $100,
Yeah.
right? But you know this guy's like making millions, right?
Yeah.
So he buys you this
Yes.
purse, right? So to him, it's nothing. He could do this to you every day,
Yes.
right? Versus you're dating a guy, you like this guy, you like this other guy too. He has like a regular job.
What's regular?
Actually, you know what? Let's just say he's making like $75,000. Okay, let's just say he's making $75,000. I don't know how old you are in this scenario. Just you're ageless in this, right? Let's say he's making 75, and he takes you to like a nice dinner at Cheesecake Factory. But that money is a lot to him, ratio wise.
Right.
Ratio what he spent on you on that eggplant parm is a bigger pie of his money than the Jeff Bezos guy. And I was talking to my guy friends about like, not just women, but like the other person receiving this gift, dude, I wonder if they recognize / understand / even care about the ratio.
I doubt we're sitting around calculating the ratios, like a 2-to-1 ratio. Like, to be honest, like if you're taking me to Cheesecake Factory on a Valentine's Day, like that's just poor taste. I love Cheesecake Factory, but that tells me more about him as a person, right? You don't have like what levels of like that's like fast food chain. I love cheesecake, but like take me the day before Valentine. You got to take me to like, even if it wasn't expensive, but you should
Somewhere
know
cute.
as someone from LA, like take me to somewhere that's sort of like trendy maybe, or like even something more romantic where it's like, even if it's not an expensive dinner, it's just a place that's has a great view, or like maybe it was our first date in the past.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
That
Has some
has thought or is creative,
Yeah.
or makes me a meal. Cheesecake Factory on a first Valentine's, bro? Like that's weird.
Okay, that's a really good point, because also Cheesecake Factory not that cheap these days, right? So for that
No,
money,
I went by myself recently, which you shitted on, by the way, and I spent $25 at happy hour.
right? Happy hour. That's happy hour.
Why did you shit on me? Why can't like I was the only girl eating by herself at happy hour, and I feel they treat you so much better because they feel bad for you.
Right. Okay, wait. This is really interesting because you mentioned that like you're saying I'm not thinking about the ratio. I'm not mad about you not having money. I'm upset because you didn't put thought into this. But it's interesting that you didn't say anything like that about the rich guy who bought you the Prada purse. So
Right.
I
I
understand.
understand.
I'm not saying one is
Right.
right, but you're saying, are you saying for a rich guy, it's a little bit, I don't really have to have thought. I could just buy you, not you, but you as in like the proverbial you. I could just buy someone something nice, and I
No.
don't have to.
No.
There's no thought.
Nope. I remember
Because
in
maybe to
high
him,
school.
Prada is the Cheesecake Factory. He's like, yeah, I'm not really thinking about it. Here you go. I heard
So
Prada's
in high
good.
school, I remember I got a Coach wallet from one of my boyfriends, and I was grossed out by it.
Why?
Because it was Coach, and
Okay,
I never
because-
carried it. It's just not a brand that I like, and I thought it was in bad taste. But that was
but
an
Coach
expensive.
was cool back then. At least in Ohio. All the girls in Ohio.
Okay, that's
because
because you're in Ohio.
Yeah,
I'm in
not in
LA,
LA. Nobody had
and
Coach.
I have and my family's very into things like this. So I'm like aware of.
Because Coach is American. I know it's like.
It's American.
I remember my mom told me it was like the lowest
It's low
of the.
tier.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like it's a little above Michael Kors, which still
Yeah,
not
but
that
you know,
like
but- sorry,
I don't hate on them.
You
It's
said middle
just
school or high school? What was this?
this is high school.
But it's like these kids can't afford this. So it's like,
Well,
what were you
how is
expecting?
how is he even getting me that like he got me he got me nice things. It was just what I'm saying is, even if it's nice, it has to like have some thought into it. And if you don't know it, I'm giving the men here or women a tip here is, if you don't know the taste of the person, ask their siblings, ask their friends. They are there to support you in this gift purchasing. Okay, if you don't really know and you know you don't have the best taste, just ask
don't
people
guess.
around. Yes, because that's where it seems like it's thoughtless.
Interesting.
If you're gonna even if you're gonna spend money, or ask the people that work at the shop, if you're gonna spend that much money, be like, hey, what is like the cute thing? This is the type of girl she is. Like, let's work on it. Like, don't get me the ugliest bag, even if it was worth $5,000-$6,000.
I see what you're saying. So
like,
there
it
has to
does
be
matter.
thought.
Yeah,
There has to be thought
a little
regardless
bit.
of the amount we're talking
Oh
about.
my God, yes.
Right. But I guess if you are very rich, it's a little easier, because a lot of things from Prada is like cool, so it's like you can fuck up less, I guess.
Or have a gift receipt. You know what I mean? Let me go back and be open to the fact that things might, like, the gift might change.
Well, there you
right?
have it, fellas. No one's caring about the ratio. Just me. No one even thought about that word ratio. No one cares about I care about the ratio. You know, I'd actually present a graph, be like, you see how, you know, your other boyfriend got you that, but that's only 2% of his monthly income. And for me, the salmon dish I got you, this Branzino that I got you at Cheesecake Factory, actually 40% of my monthly salary. So therefore we should kiss.
How do you feel about flowers as a gift?
Ooh, Maria loves flowers,
yeah,
but I hate them. I think they're a terrible investment. They don't last. And I always try to convince her. I'm like, it's not the money. I'm happy to buy you something, but I don't want to buy you flowers. But maybe that's me being a bad boyfriend, because she said she wants it, so I just get her the goddamn flowers. But for me, it's like, it's just such a, it's like buying Nokia stock. It's like, it just makes no sense to me.
Which I've done. Which is why I also buy flowers. Like, aka.
It's just, they die so fast. They're so expensive. I feel like the joy that you can milk from it is like fairly limited from like an objective standpoint. So
milk from it?
Yeah.
Do you milk for happiness? Like, are you typically around walking around?
I do like a happiness milk analysis when I buy anything.
Are you like, do you go somewhere like at a park and then you're like, I'm at a 25% ratio happiness. If not, I must leave. I must take my mechanical body and leave this situation. You
don't do a milk analysis when you buy something? Well, girls do that.
Can you take a look at this and then tell me what it makes you feel and then do an analysis?
Okay, but tell me how much it was when you bought it.
I got it. It was a present.
When was this gifted to you?
Like 3 days
ago. Yeah. How much do you think you paid for this? If you bought this from fucking like.
Well, if it was bought
online, right? If I bought online on one of those services.
Say that it was
Urban STEM.
Say that it was $20.
It's not $20. This is easily 40.
I put in the vase. That's what makes it look expensive.
Just okay.
Does this look expensive to you? Oh, obviously it does, because.
Well, flowers are expensive.
Okay, say that this wasn't Valentine's Day. Where do you think? Oh, you know your flowers for someone who doesn't like flowers.
I'm a girly.
I have a feeling you have a secret love for flowers and you're just not letting it out.
I like dry ones because they last forever.
Oh my god!
Like I see, but you gotta do a milk analysis.
Are you one of those people who would like get flowers at prom and then turn it upside down and let them dry out and it looks like death?
Who wouldn't turn their flowers upside down on prom? What are you talking about now?
Fucking tell me you're letting
turn their flowers upside down on prom. Are you insane?
Dead flowers is so sad, and when it crumbles to the floor and it just looks black and oh no.
No, but if you dry them the right way, it's artsy.
Are you pressing him in your books? You are, huh?
Listen, I'm all about milking joy. Because if you don't milk, there's like little shit. You're one of those people who like, you'll like drink a smoothie, but there's like a bunch left, but you throw it away. You're one of you wasteful folks.
No, I don't want to hear. I hate hearing the at the end.
See,
that's the sound of.
That's what I'm saying. But I milk.
That's the sound of desperation.
I get in there.
I
put little udders on the bottom. I fucking get in there. I milk every fucking sip, bro.
No, you don't.
I'm efficient,
are you licking the walls? Do you ever do that?
No, my tongue's too short. It's too short. No, but I just think that flowers in general, the joy ratio is the joy to price ratio is quite bad.
So does this make you happy at all?
It's ugly as hell. I mean, the colors. It's pink.
It's ugly.
It's pink on the outside and University.
Oh, that is insane.
Dude, I don't know what kind of flowers this is. This makes no sense. Pink on the outside, University of Michigan colors on the inside. Wolverines? Are you fucking kidding me? It's so dumb.
It's a tulip, bro.
It's a dumb flower. It's a dumb flower. I'm sorry. It makes. I mean, this is easy $40.
It has no intellect, bro.
Okay, but what? I'm just saying $40. That's 2 happy hour experiences at Cheesecake Factory. Just think about that. Which one? Are you having more fun?
You do get free bread at Cheesecake Factory.
That's what I'm saying. So just do the joy analysis.
I can't. When I look at this, This has increased my home atmosphere vibes by 77%.
According to who?
Me. So for you, what is this doing? What percentage to like a light?
I'm annoyed. I'm like, I was gonna just.
Oh,
but see, I think it's important that if it's doing something for you, that's good because you are getting joy from it. But
how about when you give the flower to somebody? There must be a percentage that you're getting off on that.
I just know it's gonna die in a couple of days and it's gonna end up in a trash can. And that makes me sad.
If you get it at the right place, it'll last longer. Like if you knew these flowers lasted a week, is there a difference? Would you pay more for that?
I've offered to buy like fake plants in the house.
Ugh.
But she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, because that's sadness to the core.
But they last forever. It's the same reason why I like fake Christmas trees. They last. You could just put it away in your basement.
They gather dust.
I don't. You don't think regular plants gather dust?
No.
Why don't they?
Because they're dead by the time there's dust on them.
Yeah, I just to me,
is it attached to something to do with death? You think that scares you?
I just think like, I think for me, I'm obsessed with like efficiency and like milking things, that I'm like, if I get you something, I want you to like, I'm like a utilitarian guy. Like I like getting gifts that you can use for a while. So like I like one of my favorite things I ever given Maria was a Kindle. We still use it to this day. It never broke. It works fine.
Oh, so you use
I'm
it
using
too.
it now, yeah.
Oh, you're one of those. We got to it. You have no utility for the flowers.
Right. So it's like, I don't want it.
No.
Yeah, you're right. We got to it.
God,
we got to the bottom of it.
Fumi.
This is a question from our fan, and we love hearing from our fans. So if you have a Cash Cuties moment, please DM us at CashCutiesPod or email us at cashcutiespodcast@gmail.com. This one comes from a Fran. We'll call him Fran.
I like that. Fran is cute. Our little Fran.
This person said, "Hey cuties, what's your take on being invited to a potluck, but then being asked to split the bill with everyone? The
What?
Sunday she got a message saying the Sunday gathering will be potluck style. I'll create a spreadsheet so everyone can share what food they want to bring and document costs so that we can share the costs later."
Wait, first of all, you're supposed to cook the food. So are people who making? Yeah, you're supposed to cook it.
No. I think
Right?
I think what she means is like, if I'm bringing chips, I'm putting chips on the Google sheet. And if
Right.
you're bringing beer, you're putting beer.
Yeah, but sometimes what I'm saying, a potluck, the main point of a potluck is like you cook something and then you bring that.
You don't cook it there. You cook it
at home.
Right.
So is she saying like, if I'm gonna make like a broccoli stew, am I like gonna individually
put like
Google
broccoli
sheets broccoli, put the vegetable stock and whatever?
That's a good point. That's a good.
That's
imagine
so
someone putting like 2
annoying.
potatoes on the fucking. That's psycho.
That's kind of more Fumi style.
So that is Fumi style, but I will say that's insane. I would never do that. But I think maybe she's young, and maybe the potlucks she's going to are like, I'm gonna get a plate of wings from Whole Foods kind of thing. So let's just assume it's all pre-cooked stuff. People are bringing in donuts. People are bringing beer. People are bringing cakes. Let's all say it's pre-cooked.
I think
I don't like this. Even though I'm a milk guy, I don't like this, because I think the whole point of potluck is like community, and it's like not a bill, right? It's not dinner. Potluck is like, hey, let's all bring something together that's around the same price and have a good time. To me, it's similar to like going to a party with like a case of beer and like Venmoing people for drinking your beer. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, a potluck to me is kind of a sellout, or is that the word? It's almost like the potluck is almost like a cop out of someone trying to throw a party, because you're barely throwing a party.
Yes.
You're just
and it's
creating
at a park too. Usually, I feel like.
Yeah, so you could host something and be the center of attention of it. I haven't
like
been to a
potlucks in general.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Last year at the end of the year, I was asked to a potluck, and I purposely didn't go because I didn't want to deal with bringing anything. I'm gonna say it now.
What?
If
That's
you are
so
invited
fucked
to
up.
a pot. I don't want to cook something.
No, you don't have to cook anything.
Dude, they're expecting. You know, I remember one time in college,
bring drinks.
There was a potluck and everybody was supposed to cook something, and I knew I wasn't going to do it, but I still wanted to go to be with my friends. So I went to Ralph's and I took off the label and tried to make the pie look like it was, I cooked it. And immediately someone else had brought one, but it was like a bought one, so they knew it was a lie.
Yo.
And since then I said fuck it, I'm not going to potluck.
But you're scarred though.
I'm scarred.
You keep when you hear the word potluck, you think of that embarrassing moment in college.
It's just
so emotional.
I'm a little embarrassed of the food that I might make, but also what kind of party I would have. The potluck has to be like my girlfriends. Like it has to be my friends I want to hang out with, then I'll do it. But if it's just literally I just met you, or like you're kind of an exterior friend and we're not in the immediate circle, I'm most likely not going if there's if it's a potluck. No,
I agree with you. Parties
Right?
I'll go with like a second tier friend, because like I can just talk to everyone.
Yeah.
But potluck is so intimate. Absolutely. And I think for her, this fan, you need to figure out like what's your relationship with the host of the potluck. If it's somebody very close, this is fucked up and you need to confront them. But if it's somebody you don't know, you can talk shit. I think that's my take. So you can talk shit or you need to confront.
Splitting the bill. I mean, what would you even? Okay, so if this was the case, what would you take? And because then you're gonna now have to think about, now that there's a monetary, you can't be the cheapo either,
right?
But then you also don't want to get people pissed off as a group because you're getting the most. You can't get steaks.
Imagine if we were invited to a potluck tomorrow at the Pan Pacific Park or whatever. What would you bring and how much you spend?
That's I fucking asked you that right now, and then you just worded it better.
I do this.
I'm not getting sprinkles, but I want to bring sprinkles.
I bring a cake. I bring cake or donuts, and I spend about $20 or $30. I do this every time. Everybody loves donuts.
Oh, but hold on, Krispy Kreme?
No, I usually go to Sidecar.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Like, it's pretty expensive. It's like for a dozen, it might be like 30. It's expensive.
Yeah. Do you think people would be okay with that one, especially if people have to spend money in the end? Like we have to split it. Yeah, I'm saying if it's split.
Because I'm buying something expensive, you might be like, why did you buy the most expensive?
You can't get sprinkles, which is the thing I could take to people at parties.
This is fascinating. This is why this Google Sheets method does not work for a party, because now there's this cheapo element where you have to think about how other people feel about your spending. You're being judged for the way you spend.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't spend too much. You can't spend too little. You got to seem reasonable, but not cheap.
I think in this case, I would send a mass email to this thread and be like, "Hey guys, I know we're doing a Google Sheets. How much on average do you think we're spending?" And everybody would be like, "Oh, it's $25." And I'm like, "Great." So on average, people are spending. Just get that number out of the way.
Do you think it should be an ongoing sheet that everyone can put down what they're buying and selling and how much? I mean, not selling, buying. Like it's like an ongoing thing that everyone can open up, and then it says the price of things.
That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's kind of like the Google Sheets I use with Maria, but with party material. That's what I'm assuming this is.
But I mean ongoing, so people could see it in the moment before bringing it. So people can say yay or nay.
You can't vote on shit. You can't vote on. Yeah, this is already like I don't want to go to this potluck. Already you ruined it for me.
It's so funny. Yeah, there'd be so many side combos, by the way.
Oh
like you and I, can you imagine?
Mad shit.
We'd be like, this fool.
Yeah, one guy brings like one Lay's chips, and it's like this personal size. It's not even, and he spends like $1 at 7-Eleven.
But also. I'd be like, at least we don't have to really pay for that. That's only 10 cents.
That's true.
So we actually like that guy more.
Fun.
Yeah. Wait a second.
I would do this if it wasn't someone I was close with. Actually, the solution: invite me and Steffie to this potluck. Share that Google Doc.
Why aren't we having Cash Cuties
potluck
experience? No. Why aren't we creating experiences so our listeners can hear us do this thing? Like, why don't we just do this
and see what happens
at a park and see what happens?
All right, cuties. Thank you so much for tuning in. We missed you so much. We hope you had a great Valentine's Day, and please follow us on all the socials at Cash Cuties Pod, and please follow me on all the things at the Fumi Abe. That's TheFumiAbe, and that's including Venmo.
And you can find me at Baked Goods, BAIKEDGUDS on Instagram, my website steffiebake.com, and my Venmo me at Steffie is me.
Hell yeah. Shout out to our video producer Nicholas Peters, sound engineer Domagoy, Ivanchik, clip guy Matthias Robles, and our analyst Holly Center. Thank you so much. We cannot do this without you. If you get a skill and you want to help us and join the team, DM us. Let us know what you got. A social media person would be nice. We hate doing that shit. So let us know what's good.
Are you good at social media?
Yeah. If you're like, are you young and good at that shit? Can you make us go viral?
You could be old and be good at it too, but you know that, right?
We're not ageist.
You have a problem with age.
I do. I don't talk about it in the next bonus episode.
That's why you don't like flowers. But
Actually,
anyways.
I do want to ask you about the age thing about in the next episode. Anyways, right. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. And until then, we'll spend your money wisely.
Or don't, and have fun. Bye.
Bye.